Have you ever had the opportunity to sit on a jury to hear the case and then determine if the person on trial is guilty or not? I have served on 2 juries in my life and had to listen to the prosecutor present the evidence and then the defense attorney rebut what the evidence was. In both cases, the jury found that the evidence was overwhelming and the defendant was guilty. The case and proceedings are not like what we see on TV, and it was indeed an eye-opening experience. I do not know what the punishment was in the first case, but for the second case, the defendant was given 30 years in prison for taking the life of another individual. We have to ask ourselves, does the punishment fit the crime, and will it change the person when they are done with the punishment? In Numbers 12, we find the story of God giving punishment to Miriam, who is Moses' sister, for criticizing Moses, to Aaron, Moses' brother, about how Moses had taken a woman who was a Cushite. And they continue in verse 2 of Numbers chapter 12. We find this. They said, "Has the Lord spoken through only Moses? Hasn't he spoken through us too?" But the Lord heard them. Do you hear a bit of jealousy from Aaron and Miriam? God did, and his anger was aroused. God called all 3 of them, Moses, Aaron, and Miriam, to go to the tabernacle and stand before God. The evidence is presented, and punishment was given on Miriam, that she now had leprosy and would be found unclean. Her punishment was that she had to live outside the camp for 7 days before she would be healed. We see in this story, too, of God's grace by allowing Miriam to have the disease only 7 days, and then she could return. God used these events in this story to teach a strong lesson regarding the seriousness of sin to all of God's people because they did not move until she came back into the camp. Hebrews 12:6 tells us that the Lord disciplines the ones he loves, and he chastises everyone he accepts as his son. Ask yourself, how God has shown you that a sin has produced discipline? Has God allowed the consequences of sin to be made manifest in your life or the lives of people you love? Another important question is, what did you learn from the event? Did God teach you something? May God bless you today.